Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something a little different, something unexpected. We're going to reveal the hidden secrets of everyday objects you probably use daily. Objects that have surprising histories and uses you might not have heard of. You'll be surprised at what these objects have to say. Let's get started. First up, the mug. Simple, right? Just something to hold your coffee in the morning. But did you know that mugs have been around since the 15th century? What's even cooler is that the ear of the mug wasn't always there. It was a later invention to make drinking easier and more convenient. But here's a fun fact. Mugs were originally used to drink beer. And in ancient times they were often made from wood or clay, with some even featuring intricate carvings. In fact, there are mugs from the 1600s that show the wealth of the owner through gold and silver inlays. That's right, your morning coffee could have been sipped from a piece of ancient opulence. Next, let's talk about the pen, a simple tool to jot down notes or sign a contract. But did you know that the ballpoint pen, the one most of us use every day, was actually invented in 1938 by Laszlo Biro, a Hungarian-Argentine inventor? Before the ballpoint pen, people used fountain pens, but they were messy and impractical. Laszlo's ballpoint pen revolutionized the world of writing, and he did it just by adjusting the ink flow to make writing smooth and clean. And fun fact, the Biro pen was so groundbreaking that during World War II, the British Royal Air Force issued these pens to their pilots, since fountain pens would leak in high altitudes. Okay, on to something you wear every day, shoes. But did you know the history of shoes goes back over 40,000 years? The first shoes were actually made out of plant fibers and leather, and as civilizations advanced, shoes began to take on more cultural significance. In ancient Egypt, the pharaohs had sandals made from papyrus or leather, decorated with gold. Meanwhile, in ancient Rome, sandals with elevated heels were often worn by actors to indicate their role in society. Your sneakers? Believe it or not, they evolved from early rubber shoes made in the late 1800s. The design was perfected over time into what we know today as the iconic sneaker. And of course, we can't talk about everyday objects without mentioning the smartphone. The small, seemingly simple device that controls so much of our daily life. But what if I told you that your phone's ability to touch and swipe on a screen was made possible by a technology that originated back in the 1960s? The touchscreen technology we use today was inspired by work done by scientists like Dr. Sam Hurst, who in the 1960s developed the first capacitive touchscreen. Fast forward to the 2000s, and the iPhone made it mainstream. It's wild to think that the phone in your hand today carries decades of scientific progress. So there you have it. From the ancient mugs to the high-tech smartphone, everyday objects hide so much more than we realize. They tell stories of innovation, history, and culture that have shaped our world. The next time you pick up one of these objects, remember, they've got some serious secrets to share. If you enjoyed this dive into history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And let me know in the comments if there's another everyday object you're curious about. Until next time, keep exploring.